has a broken valve schedule and property sets are missing. You're going to see this a lot on your CLSB drawings, from my understanding. A couple property set definitions and system definitions are missing. That's why things are all whacked out. Go ahead and go into Style Manager. Then from here, you're going to want to make sure your template file is open. Should be JHK Start 2012 DWT. If you need to open it, you can do it from up here. You just browse to it, away you go. No big deal. So under Document Settings, you need to do the property data formats first, because property set definitions reference data formats which are used in schedules. So go ahead and just copy the whole line item. You don't need to dig in and be specific on where. The drawing you're trying to add it to, right click paste. You're going to get this dialog box. Tell it to override existing. We don't care, we don't know. We just want our properties definitions in there. So then you need to do the property set definitions as well. Paste that in over the top. Definitely override existing in this case. And just double checking to make sure our property set's got nested correctly. The part we're missing here is the MV part valve styles, so should be good to go. Okay, then from here, the easiest way to attach all these property sets to all of the valves in the entire drawing. So go ahead and on your properties palette, use the select objects. Go ahead and type in all. And then right next to the select objects button, there's a quick select. This is going to bring up a little dialog box that'll let you filter out what's in your selection set. Unfortunately, I opened this directly off the CLSB server, so it takes a little while for everything to come up. So under object type, you want to apply to current selection, object type, multi-view parts, and then change operator equals to select all. Go ahead and hit OK. Once that comes up, you can see you've got all 314 valves selected. They're now currently your selected objects. You can see them on the screen. Let's go over to your extended data tab. And down here there's an add property sets button. Click that guy and just hit OK when this comes up. It's going to attach everything you need, so life is good. So now we should be able to come in here, pick one of our valves, and now we have the property set definitions that we're missing. So with that done, we're going to go to our equipment schedule. You can see that this one is really a pipe fitting schedule, but for some reason it's labeled as an equipment schedule. This is what happens when the property sets start getting mismatched or aren't existing, as things come up kind of weird, but we don't care, it's all fixable. First thing I'm going to do is just remove all this stuff that's in here, because we're just going to basically start over. Don't quite know what logic Autodesk uses to decide why it displays this schedule with an equipment schedule title, but day in the life, I guess. So then we're going to add a property set. Just do add column here. Get a bunch of options. Where do you want it? What do you want it called? Etc. etc. We're going to scroll down, way down. There should be a MV part valve. This is what we're looking for. And the property set we want is going to be the part size name. You can rename it to just name. It comes in by default, whatever Autodesk calls it. Should be good. So now you can see that our valve types display. If you still have any issues with this, another thing you can do is select the schedule itself, tell it to add all property sets, and then select it again and do update schedule table. This one worked fine once the property sets were fixed, so there's not a real big reason to do that. So now if we use that same technique we just did, I'm going to go ahead and select all the valves again, go to my quick select filters, I'm going to go ahead and go back, select my multi-view parts, want all of them, hit OK. Now here's a little bit of programming code for you. If you do open parentheses, set Q, I'm using JP1 for my variable. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it JP1. SS get quote P quote close parenthesis close parenthesis. So set Q JP1 SS get quote P quote close close. Got to make sure that this format looks exactly like this or it won't work. What that does is it selects whatever my get previous command, it will set that as a selection set that you can recall later, which I'm about to do. So now when I select my schedule, I'll go back up here and go to add, and then if I go exclamation point JP1, it will grab my previous selection set, and as you see, it just added all of those valves to this schedule. The item stacking has been one item that I've been trying to figure out how to fix. I have a couple of questions in now to PPI and to Autodesk, so I'm still waiting on an answer. In the meantime, if anybody needs to, we can export these to Excel and combine them there. If anybody has any questions on how to do that, just feel free to give me a holler.